Qur'an 37, verse 16. What, when we die and become dust and bones, shall we be raised up, and also our fathers of old? Say, Muhammad, yea, ye shall then be humiliated, ye in truth, and ye will be brought low.
I suppose some Muslim scholar thought translating the Qur'an into Elizabethan English would make it sound religious. But lo, methinks it helpeth thee not. For your sake and mine, I will continue to edit most of the archaic language out of the text. I have also made a habit of correcting much of Allah's grammar, punctuation, verbosity, and oblique sentence structure.
Qur'an 37, verse 19. Then will be a single cry, and behold, they will stare. They will say, Woe to us! This is the day of doom. This you denied. Assemble the wrong-doers and their wives, and the things they worshipped besides Allah. Then lead them to the fierce, flaming fires of hell.
Even cleaned up, the message is repulsive. Allah stoops to interrogate his captives.
Qur'an 37:24. But stop them, for they are to be questioned. What is the matter with you, that you do not help each other? Nay, but this day they shall make full submission. The sentence has come against us. We shall taste the punishment.
Remember, according to Islam, people are never given a choice. They are predestined at birth to perish in hell's fire. Thus, this questioning is for Allah's entertainment.
Qur'an 37:33. Truly they will all share the penalty of doom. That is how we shall deal with the mujrimun, or non-Muslims. For when they were told that there is no ilah, God, but Allah, they puffed themselves up with pride and were scornful. They said, What, shall we give up our gods for the sake of an insane, possessed poet?
This was revealed so Muhammad could lash out at the Meccans. They called him insane for turning many idols into one god. They said he was a demon-possessed poet due to the hellish tone of his Qur'an. As you might expect, Allah didn't see it that way. Muhammad's alter ego had but one spokesman. If he faltered, Allah crumbled with him.
Qur'an 37:37. Nay, he has come with the truth, and he confirms the message of the messengers before him. You shall indeed taste the grievous penalty of painful doom.
Tease Muhammad and Allah will burn you. It's the Qur'an's never-ending taunt.
Qur'an 37, verse 40. Save the chosen slaves of Allah. For them there is a known provision, fruits, delights. They will be honored in the gardens of pleasure, on thrones facing one another. Round them will be passed a cup of pure white wine, delicious to the drinkers, free from ghoul or hurt, or intoxication. Nor shall you be made mad or exhausted thereby.
We've got thrones and Allah's special brew. Now all we need are the virgins.
And with them will be female virgins, restraining their glances, desiring none but you, with big, beautiful eyes, as if they were sheltered eggs, preserved.
If the martyrs get virgins, what do their victims get?
Qur'an 37:54. He said, Would you like to look down? He looked down and saw him in the midst of the fire, in the depths of hell. He said, You nearly caused me to perish. Had it not been for my Lord, I would have been among those brought there.
The suicide bomber said to the innocent children he had blown to pieces. Allah wanted the mass murderers to know.
Qur'an 37:59. Except for your former death, you shall not be punished. This is the supreme triumph. For the likes of this let us strive. That is the better entertainment.
Hell's torments sound a lot like what might have occurred around a desert campfire.
Qur'an 37:63. For we have truly made it as a trial to torment the disbelievers. Zakum is a horrible thorn tree that grows in hell. The shoots of its fruit stalks are like the heads of devils. Truly they,
non-Muslims,
will eat it and fill their bellies with it. On top of that, they will be given a mixture of boiling water to drink, especially prepared. Then they shall be returned to the blazing fire.
Allah, Islam's terrorist ilah, proclaimed. We have finally arrived at the passage the hadith was trying to illuminate. We wanted to find out why Abraham said he was sick and why he was playing with idols.
Qur'an 37:83. Surely among those who followed his way, Islam, was Abraham. He came to his Lord with a sound heart. He said to his father and to his folk, "What is that which you worship? Is it a falsehood? Gods beside Allah that you desire?"
The Qur'an didn't define what his way was. The Qur'an is supposed to be the religion of Abraham, yet the Qur'an never explains what that might be.
Qur'an 37:87. Then what is your idea about the Lord of men and jinn? Abraham cast a glance at the stars, and he said, "I am indeed sick."
Abraham's question about the Lord of the worlds, followed by the capitalization of stars, is a problem. In the Qur'an, capitalization is a tribute to deity. Second, why did Abraham need to lie to accomplish his God's agenda? One of my translations actually alters the text by adding a parenthetical to obfuscate this problem.
Surely I am sick, and then in parenthesis, of your worshipping these.
Another says,
Sick, in parenthesis, with plague.
Even Muhammad calls Abe a liar.
Tabari. The messenger said Abraham told 3 lies in his life. 2 of them were about Allah, his saying, "I feel sick," and saying, "The chief idol is the one who did it." Qur'an 37:90. They turned their backs and went away. He turned to their gods secretly and said, "Will you not eat? What is the matter with you that you don't speak?"
Deprived of place, time, and circumstance, this doesn't make sense. Where was he? Why did he go to these gods? What are their names? And since Allah never spoke or ate, the revisionist Abe is being hypocritical. The following hadith, stolen from the Talmud, scrambles to make sense of all of this.
Tabari. The people prepared food and placed it before the gods, saying, "When we come back, the gods will have blessed our food, and we will eat." When Abraham saw them with the food, he said, "Will you not eat?" And when they did not answer, he said, "What ails you that you don't speak?" Then he attacked them. He took a piece of iron and cut off each idol's extremities. Then, when only the largest idol was left, he tied the axe to its hand. When the people came to get their food and saw their gods in this state, they said, "An evildoer has done this to our gods."
That was from Muhammad's Sunnah by way of the Jewish Talmud. This is from Allah's Qur'an.
Qur'an 37:93. He turned upon them secretly, attacking, striking them with the right hand. Then came people with hurried steps and faced him. He said, "What, do you worship what you hew out? But Allah has created you and your handiwork."
Let's turn to the salient portion of the 21st surah named
The Prophets.
to make certain we are looking at Islam's poison pill from all possible sides.
Qur'an 21:51. We bestowed on Abraham correctness of conduct, and well were we acquainted with him. Behold, he said to his father and his folk, "What are these images to which you are devoted?" They said, "We found our fathers worshipping them." He said, "Indeed, you have been manifest in error, you and your fathers." They said, "Have you brought us the truth, or are you some jester?"
This Quranic indulgence also emerges out of the blue without reference to the audience, place, time, or religion. Devoid of this context, the passage is senseless today. Yet in Mecca, the meaning would have been crystal clear. Muhammad was being recast as Abraham.
Qur'an 21:56. He said, "Nay, your Lord is the Lord of the heavens and the earth. He created them, and I am a witness to this. I have a plot for your idols, and I will do something against them after you go away and turn your backs." So he broke them in pieces, all but the biggest of them, that they might turn to it.
A second translation says,
Then he reduced them to fragments, all save the chief of them, that haply they might have recourse to it.
This is one of the most incriminating verses in the Qur'an. Muhammad did this very thing. The prophet took the largest of the pagan idols at the Kaaba, Allah, and promoted it to the exclusion of the others. He broke the smaller rock gods and elevated the black stone so that the people might
turn to it.
It was as if the early Greeks had broken statues of Athena, Poseidon, and Hermes, so that they could worship the one true god, Zeus. How was the biggest idol any more god than the impostors?